everybody, what's going on? This is Joe from Sound Vibz Live. Welcome to episode number 2. Guys, let me tell you, we got a very special treat for you. I'm sure everybody on the Space Coast and everybody on the Treasure Coast is really starting to take notice of this unbelievable upcoming artist that has everybody talking about and dancing to. Ladies and gentlemen, from Boynton Beach, we welcome Mr. Kairo Reef! Yeah.
Hey,
what's going
man?
on,
What's
Mr.
up,
Kairo
Joe? How
Reef?
you doing, man?
Thank you for coming down to Fort Lauderdale all the way
Yeah.
south. In fact, you might be probably the only reggae roots artist that actually made it this far south. You guys are always stuck up in Palm Beach and the Treasure Coast. How does it feel to come down here, my friend?
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me here.
I know that we've been talking, trying to get you on the podcast. We were
Yeah.
talking about the little cell phone thingy thing. Nah, let's go top school, my friend. Let's go ahead and go for the full-fledged podcast. And we're so happy to have you here and everything. Let me tell you, man. Wow. You have been really taking, you're getting noticed around the whole entire Southern Florida area. You are really putting out some good tunes, good energy. There's a lot of talk about you around town. Good stuff. How do you feel about all this new attention coming your way?
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I don't know. I just, I feel like the last tune, Cinderella, a lot of people really liked, and it did really well with the streams and everything. So I was pretty happy about that, and I don't know. It's just cool that, I think like what's, you make something, you make music, and, obviously it sounds like good to you, or else you really wouldn't like make it or put it out. And, but I think there's, you don't know how other people are going to receive that, and, I think it's cool when, people say that they vibe with your song or that they really, like it, or, and stuff like that. So it's just been cool to be able to, kind of I'm just trying to like put out good vibes for people. And
I'll tell you what, wow, Mr. Reef Man. I like calling him the Reef Man. That's my little nickname for Kairo Reef. I'll call him the Reef Man. If you've got to call him the Reef Man, you can call him the Reef Man too. We love it. But anyway, your music's beautiful. I actually truly love it. Here I am, the guy working out at the gym. I got Kairo Reef working out, and everybody's got like heavy metal on and rap, and I'm going to jam to your stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, remind you to hit that subscribe button. Smash it. Hit a like. Subscribe if you want to see a lot of Kairo Reef. So anyway, I met you off of, what was that reggae list? Roots Reggae, the new reggae release list. I think that's called Roots Wire.
yeah,
Or?
the Root Fire playlist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That came out, I think that was about, I saw it about 5 or 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I usually go through the list every Monday, and I'm like, all right, let me hear these people. All right, that one sounds okay. That one sounds okay. And all of a sudden I came across Kairo Reef. I'm like, who is this guy? Put it on, and bam, I was like, this is some really good reggae, roots reggae, some really good dub. I'm liking this. I really enjoyed your first song that you put out on the list, and of course the second and third, which we'll get into. The style that you're putting out there is a lot different from a lot of the reggae roots artists around the country and in Florida. It's very dubby, and it's very beachy, and we truly love it. What made you decide that, hey, this is how I'm going to go ahead and take this music the other way?
Yeah, well, thanks, man. Like I grew up, like I loved Sublime, in the 90s. And
yeah.
As a kid. And,
By the way, Stick Figure and Slightly Stupid just came out with a Sublime song. It's really good. But anyway,
Yeah, they did.
yeah, check it out.
And so I was really I really liked the everything they did, but I really liked the reggae side of it, and I started to kind of listen to the music that influenced them on the reggae side of things, and that's kind of where my love for reggae started. So I just always really liked it, and I played guitar a little bit, and so when I wanted to just kind of make some music, that's what I wanted to make, you know?
Yeah, it's spectacular. I used to listen to a lot of Sublime back then too, and that was probably my first introduction of any kind of reggae or reggae rock, and I love the album. I just couldn't stop listening to it, and then you kind of started noticing, I think it was like the early 2000s, late 1990s, you started hearing a little bit more of that, and it just started branching out over time. Of course, you know, California, Southern California, they had that stuff going on. But now, over the last 5 or 6 years, here in the state of Florida, especially on the Treasure, Space Coast, Southwest Florida, St. Petersburg, there's an explosion of this music coming from the left and the right, up and down. I mean, unbelievable. Did you know about this explosion that was coming our way in Florida since 2018, 2019, or?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you start to see it, you know, it's like there's so many bands, you know, from Florida that are just coming up and, you know, really taking off with their music, you know.
It's blowing up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's blowing up, let me tell you. I mean, also, not only from that reggae list, you invited me to, after I got in touch with you after the first song I heard on the reggae radar list and everything, I think that's we started commenting on Instagram.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, I'm going to be at Terra Firmata in Stewart if you want to come out and meet me and hang me. And I'm like, dude, that's where my family is. So, obviously, we went there.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then we met over at Terra Firmata. I think we had a dance or two. I think we had a couple dances. No. You guys didn't hear that. Okay. But we hit it off very, very well. And you had so many interesting things to say about what you're going to do, your projects and all that. And it's absolutely fantastic. And it's very, very important that, you know, we see you everywhere. We see you at all the venues. If it's not you that's performing, you're there to show local support. How important is that for you to be seen around the, you know, around the industry?
I mean, I just, you know, I feel like going and supporting the people like locally, you know, I mean, as a musician, as an artist, you know, you kind of, you understand that, you know, and I feel like when you go and show support, you get to meet people, become friends with people, learn from people, you know, and
I guess that would be marketing, kind of like marketing yourself that you're there. Yeah, it was so interesting. You're going to have to help me with the name. I already forgot it. He's a front man. He's in a lot of local bands. He was in the More Better band, the front singer. What's his name
Ricky,
again?
yeah.
Ricky. Yeah. Sorry, Ricky, if I couldn't remember. But anyway, that was a very interesting thing that he said on the storyline on Instagram. He was, you know, he always gives conversations about techniques and music, what's going on. And out of nowhere, he's like, and there's this Kairo Reef. He's everywhere. He's always showing his face at all the venues and everything. And let me tell you, if you want to make it in this business, you got to do it. You got to show up no matter what. I mean, he gave you such a great compliment. How did that make you feel from a guy like that?
Yeah, really cool. I mean, he's huge in the local scene, and you know, for him to say those kind words about me, I really appreciate it. You know, I just yeah, so that was cool.
Yeah, I mean, it must feel really good when you're starting getting some recognition for more relevant bands and everything. And I believe there was another one that gave you some love, too, on your IG story. Or someone like, who was that again? It was somebody that I mentioned on your storyline that you got to listen to Kairo Reef. This guy's awesome and everything. There's quite a few of them.
Yeah,
and everything.
Yeah. A lot of people have been supportive, and it's been really cool and meaningful, you know.
Absolutely, we really appreciate what you're doing, man, and you're just amazing talent, and we believe that you're gonna go far. I know. I'm like, I gotta get this guy in the podcast for episode 2 because when he gets 20 million hits next year, I'm gonna be the guy that started. But you're doing an unbelievable job, and let me tell you, I love your voice. I'm not just talking about the singing. We're talking about the regular talk voice. You ever hear Barry White? Barry White, we all heard of Barry White. Barry likes, he's got this low tone voice. I'm Barry White. Ladies, I am Barry White. And you have that voice. You have that low bass voice. It's such an advantage and everything. Do you ever recognize that? Or anybody ever told you that you have a low bass Barry White kind of voice?
Well, that's the first Barry White probably comparison, but I appreciate that.
That's a good comparison, man. Let me tell you, you put on some Barry White, man. Oh, my God. The ladies are like, oh, my God, Barry White. The guy's like, hey, this could be my song that I could play on my date and everything. Guys, check it out, man. You got to check out Barry White. He's awesome. Absolutely. But yeah, fantastic. I mean, the rhymes, the rhythm that you put out is absolutely incredible. And we all want to know, gosh, what is the schedule of a brand new artist such as yourself climbing up the ladders? Everybody thinks you just go on stage, you sing a few songs, everybody cheers, and you're out. What is your normal music schedule like? I mean, here you are trying to put the new tunes out. Run us through.
Well, I think for a lot of artists now, it's through social media, is a big outlet that you can, put yourself out there. So with that comes, creating content and trying to, find ways to post your stuff without being spammy and and trying to
hey man, I try to help you out as much as possible. If I see one, I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share the crap out of it, obviously, because I want good for you. But it ain't no 9 to 5 job. It's probably like a 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. job.
I mean, I try to speak with people on there and network with people and stuff like that. And so it's a lot,
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to write the songs, you have to produce them, you have to find the right band too.
Yeah.
You have to find the right bassist, guitar player, drums, or even, I think when I saw you up in West Palm Beach, I believe you had a nice band going on over there, right? I think there were some horns in there too. I noticed. Yeah, it was jamming. Yeah, Propaganda, man. It was awesome, guys. Guys, let me tell you right now, if you get a chance, you don't have to be in Florida, anywhere. Check him out. Check out Kairo Reef, man. Just go ahead on Spotify, any music platform, and just listen to his music. It is jamming here. And wow, I got this little piece of paper I want to talk about. Boom. Okay, everyone's like wondering what this little yellow piece of paper is. Okay, we got some notes. You have put out some really cool songs as we're talking about right now. And I have to say that this new song that you just put out, we all know it. Here we go. My Cinderella baby, yeah. You're the... Oh, sorry again. I lost my train of thought. Okay, so we look at Cinderella and look at the streams of this song that you just put out. The numbers are just going up like no tomorrow and everything. I mean, you have really put a lot of numbers. I mean, how does that make you react to that?
Yeah, it's surprising.
It's a new song.
Yeah, man, it's really cool for me. I mean, I know, relatively, you can compare with like bigger artists and stuff, and it's like it's not like a crazy number or anything, but for me, it's really it's really
I think
cool,
it's
man.
a really good number. I mean, it's a brand new
I
song.
do too.
I think,
I mean,
My Cinderella, that came out, you said February, or did that come out in February, April? It just came out about a month ago, right?
Yeah, like a month ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's already doing well and everything. Usually when I'm on the IG or social media, and I'm starting to notice that people, not just in Florida, that people around the country are actually listening to your music, especially My Cinderella. And I have a few friends up in Oregon and Minnesota, some female friends, believe it or not, after I was serenading to you, damn it. But, you go into their storyline, and they're doing their thing, their plants or cooking, and you hear in the background your music playing in the background, and you're like, how they listen to this? They're in Minnesota or Oregon or something like that. I mean, that has to make you feel on top of the world that you're hearing that now.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I would, honestly, I would make music if nobody heard it, if nobody listened to it, because it's just what I love doing. But, like I said, it's really cool that people are receptive to it, and that just anybody's just listening to it,
Yeah, it's fantastic, man. And I would love, and I'm sure the audience would really, really love to hear the story of the Uber driver up north that was listening to your song, and your friend actually sent a video. Yeah. And before Kairo tells you the story, subscribe, hit the smash button. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was really cool too. My friend, he lives in Pennsylvania, and he was getting in an Uber, and
wow,
he got in, and like it was like 30 seconds into the Vanilla Milkshake song, and and of course, like he knew it.
New Jersey? I'm sorry, you said New Jersey?
He's in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Okay, up north, guys.
Yeah. So he got in the Uber and the guy was playing it, and he saw on the screen that dude who's been doing the artwork
Kairo
for me.
Reef. Yeah. I mean, that's got to be cool. All of a sudden, an Uber driver, just a regular Uber driver. He's got Kairo Reef on. You're like, and your friend's like, dude, that's my buddy down south.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was
that's
cool
got to be
because
recognition.
he actually FaceTimed me, but I didn't answer it, and I think it was cool that I didn't answer it because he recorded with his phone, and I was able to get that video. Like, he was able to send me that video.
That was badass. When I saw that on your IG, your social media, I'm like, this guy, when you start seeing stuff like that, that means that you are starting to climb a ladder. Of course, we know in this business scene, my first guest that I had on episode number 1, Matty Inc., great artist, and he'll tell you, it's a lot of work. I mean, if you're getting noticed in 1 or 2 weeks, you're going to fall just as much and everything. But little by little, you step up 1, you step up 2, 3, 4, 5, and you start growing in a very honest way. You're growing for your fans, you're growing for your supporters, you're actually doing it for yourself and family. Once you start doing it for the establishment, you're down. Because I really see that when you're playing your songs and music, you're really engaged in your supporters. How does that make you feel that you're getting the reaction? I mean, I'm not going to lie. You start singing, I'm in the crowd, you're up there, and all of a sudden you start singing Cinderella or My Vanilla Milkshake. I'm not going to lie to you. All the women are like, girls would be drinking like, oh, yeah, I had a good time at the party. All of a sudden you hear Kairo Reef, my Cinderella, babe. They stop. They put the drinks down, and all of a sudden they stiffen up in their intention like this with a smile, like that. And I'm sitting there like, whoa, that's pretty good. Do you ever notice that?
Nah, man, I don't. I'm
have
too
to.
busy. Like, I'm trying to sing, and sometimes it's hard to see out everybody, but hey, that's cool, man. If that's what
Absolutely, it might help my game a little bit. I don't know. Hey, if I ever go on a date or something like that, I'll maybe have a candlelight dinner. I'll invite you over with a violin and a glass of wine with a little guitar and just start strumming it.
Yeah, there you
and
go.
my chances go up. Hey. But I'll tell you, when I'm in the crowd, and it's not just the girls and everything, we're talking about the whole crowd in a very conservative and a very happy way. Everybody's just swaying to the music, not just you, the band. The band that you choose is amazing. How long did it take you to get that band together? A lot of work, man. Oh.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it's it's hard. Like, a lot of people are playing in bands already, and the guys that just started recently playing with me, they're basically more better band. Without Ricky, that's playing with me, and so, that's been really cool because those guys, Joe and Akila and Brett, when he plays with us, has been, it's really cool because they're really talented, and
it's amazing. You're playing with these guys. I mean, that's such a very, inspirational thing for yourself. Do you plan on, getting these guys in your band 100%? I see Kairo Reef kind of like you're doing your thing, but you're going to have your team with you and everything.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I mean, that's up to them. I hope they keep playing with me.
Well, they do a great job. When I saw you last time, I think that was at Propaganda, I believe, and it was a phenomenal work and everything. I was loving life, and they're doing such a great job and everything. And going back to these numbers, I mean, these are just fantastic numbers. We had Cinderella, great song. Were you ever... you were writing these songs. Of course, they're like nice little love dub songs. By the way, you're bringing back that reggae dub from the 70s and 60s going into the 80s. It's very dubbish and everything. That's just your style.
Yeah, man. I really like guys like Dennis Brown and Gregory Isaacs.
Oh, Gregory Isaac is amazing. Yeah, those guys were the dub masters, man. They really threw it down, and you're bringing that back. It's the Kairo Reef style. You have your own style of music. You have your own style of clothing and musician, and that's what we want to see is something different and everything. So you're doing a fantastic, like I keep saying, a fantastic job with all that. All right, so we look at these songs, beautiful songs, Cinderella, we know about that, right, ladies? Yes, Joe, we know about... Never mind. Okay. And then we have... my producer's like, dude. Okay. And then we have Milkshake. That's a hot song. And I'm looking at the Milkshake numbers. That's a pretty new song. The numbers are starting to catch up to Cinderella. Were you in a relationship or anything like that? These are great songs, or it's just kind of like singing about certain things?
Yeah. You know, a lot of the songs just they just, you know, go with the vibe or how I'm feeling, or you know, just whatever, you know, I don't, lyrics don't always mean like, you know, like a whole lot to me. Sometimes they do, and, you know, sometimes they don't.
Oh, they're happy lyrics. I mean, they're very, very good love songs.
You know, more positive vibes and, you know. Yeah,
my first guest, like I always like to talk about, Matty Inc. and his beautiful girlfriend, JC. Let me tell you, man, those songs, those guys are probably one of the most loving couples you ever meet. If you see episode number 1, they're on the couch kissing, and you're just like, oh my God. But those guys are just so in love with each other. Now imagine, once again, if they start playing your music, like, I don't know. All of a sudden, you guys could have like 20 kids after hearing some. Look at this, like, hell no, man. No more golf for you, buddy. No more golf. No more football games. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Yeah, it's such a great song, man, and I love it. I love it here. And the brand new one, of course, it just came out Friday, I believe. Breaking My Heart, that just came out just recently.
Yeah, it did.
Well, those numbers, that number's gonna really, it's gonna stream up pretty quick. I think.
I hope people, you know, have gotten good feedback on it too. So it's cool.
Oh, that reminds me, good feedback. Okay, here we go. In the music industry, I'm not a musician. I'm just an influencer. But you know, my family, their music, my friends are. Here's the thing. If you're a great artist or a very good uprising artist, you're going to get good comments. Of course you are. However, you're going to get one hater. To every 200 fans you get, you have 3 haters. To every 1,000 fans you have, you might have 10 haters. And it goes up, and those numbers too, but you start spreading apart. I remember you and I were talking. I think you and I were having the conversation on IG platform, and I remember you were kind of upset about that negative comment, which... to me, as a hater or jealous, how did that make you feel?
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, I wasn't too upset. I just thought it was, you know, I just thought
who is that guy?
Okay, like, you know, cool, like that. You know, I mean, but you know, I think that I think people, you know, it's cool that they have their opinion, you know, and you know, I mean, I guess people that you like, and you know, I think if anybody, one of the things that helps me, we were talking a little bit about it before, was like that, you know, if you think about some of like your favorite bands or whatever, like there's people out there who think that they're not good, you know, and then these are your favorite bands, you know, so if there's people that think like somebody like you know, like one of these big bands or something isn't good, you know, people are gonna think you're not good, you know, and
God, the haters, they suck. They really do.
I mean, but it's music, you know, and it's subjective, and people like what they like, and you know, I don't have any, you know, anything against those people, you know, I feel like if they feel like they have to say something, then you know,
had to use that as motivation,
man, you know.
Because when we talked about it, you seemed a little bit shocked about it. Like, dude, what was that? Yeah. And then you're like, whatever.
Probably the first. Yeah, I mean,
you're new. You're a new artist.
It is, man.
It is.
So.
To me, that's an indication that you're being recognized and everybody's starting to really get into your work and your talent and everything. And you're gonna. I wouldn't say that's a hater. Probably just a jealous.
I thought
person.
It was cool that I had my first hater.
Of course. Did you? Did you make a copy of it? Did you screenshot it and put it into?
I don't know. I think maybe I screenshot it or something. I think I put it on my story or something.
Yeah.
Like,
well, fantastic.
Like my first hater.
Well, congratulations on your first hater.
Yeah.
High five. That means you're getting getting the news on that one. Awesome.
I'm sure there's
there we
more
go.
out
First
there.
hater, number one.
Yeah.
But we all love you. We all love you. Okay, just remember, out of all the love people that have love for you, you're gonna have that one little 0.1%. It is what it is and everything. But we truly appreciate what you do in the music and everything. And
cool.
you know, the obstacles that you're going through, right? It's tough. It's tough, man. You know, all of a sudden, it was like about a month ago, you were not feeling too good. You were sick and you had to travel somewhere, or?
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, you know, when you, I'm pretty new at it, and I guess, you know, when you go through things like, you know, colds or, you know, something like that, and you're trying to record your vocals, or, you know, or if
especially when you're a bassy voice.
Yeah,
You got to have that voice, man. I remember you were telling me that. I'm like, dude, you can make some homemade medicine. I don't want to say the name of the medicine so we don't get censored. But I told you to make the homemade medicine. I think you made it wrong the first time.
yeah, probably boiled it way too hot or
You're
something.
like, Joe, I put the peels in, I put the water. Where's the freaking water? I'm like, you got to fill it all the way to the top.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you're feeling better. I hope the remedy
Thank
really
you.
helped. You know, April, March, everybody's always sick, you know, sneezing, coughing, especially in the music business. But the show must go on.
Yeah.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
The show must go on. And boy, did we run into an issue 2 weeks ago when we all saw Dan Kelly, me, you, Matty Inc., and JC. We saw everybody else up there drumming with Cam and the whole crew up there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the heck is Kairo Reef doing out there? Why is he pacing on the phone? He seems pissed off. And I guess some of my friends came in. They're like, dude, he's having car trouble. He's got to leave at 4 a.m. Tell us about that. I want to say a nightmare. But here we are. We got Dan Kelly in a kava bar singing, and everybody's kind of huddled around him. Everybody's having a good time. And poor Kairo's out there on the phone. What the hell happened, man?
Yeah. Car trouble, man. That was, you know, but luckily, you know, thank God everything worked out. And, you know,
You had to jump in the car, though. You had to leave like at 6 in the morning to go to Tampa for something, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, man. But once again, the show must go on. You have to. You have to do it.
Yeah, I think that, like, you just, you know, kind of any opportunities that I've gotten to play, you know, I'm just really grateful for. So.
You have to, man. And I always tell all these new artists, and I think I've told you a few times and everybody else in the business, it doesn't matter. If a bingo hall filled with 85-year-old women and guys, like a senior citizen bingo hall, and they want you to come to perform, of course, with the right amount of money, you got to perform. All it takes is that one golden phone. That 90-year-old grandma might be going, oh, my grandson's going to like this. All of a sudden, the grandson could get it. He'd be like, dude, I'm going to put this on my account that has 20 million subscribers. And all of a sudden, you're noticed. So I tell you, all the new artists out there, take every gig, no matter what. Take it. No matter what, if it's a small one or a big one, until you get relevant, and you're doing just that. You're doing just that. Tampa, you went on a run, and I guess you had some other venues going. And I really wanted to thank you, not only just me, and I'm sure to all your fans and all your supporters and everything for this beautiful, look at that. Can we see that? Yeah, can we see that, buddy? Yeah, look at that. That's beautiful artwork. And Kairo Reef, Cinderella, who's the artist of this? I mean, this is great stuff.
Sky, he's known for doing, you know, he did one of the Tropidelics album covers, and you know they reached out to him and saw his artwork, and yeah, we've become friends, and we have a lot of the same. I'm not an artist in drawing or anything, but.
Oh, I mean, I could only draw a stick, you know?
Yeah. But I admire some artists, and we have both the same taste in the artists that, you know, that we like. And so it's cool, like, when we kind of got together on the vision of that, like, he just kind of did exactly what I was picturing and then added some things into it.
It's really, really beautiful art. And the funny thing is, it just goes with you. It just totally goes with your complexion, man. Let me tell you. You know, you got they got the Cinderella, and you know, you got all the colors and everything, and it just, that's what all the girls look like when you start singing. They're like, bam! But it just totally goes with your complexion, man. The blue and the yellow, it goes with your whole entire look, and it's perfect. That's your style and everything.
Yeah, man.
I received this from Kairo Reef. I guess he was sending out a whole bunch of merchandise to any fan that would send him an address. He was sending all these beautiful merchandise. And the Reef Man, he sent me a beautiful card here. Here we go. I'm sure hundreds of people have gotten this card already around the state because I've been seeing him posted up. So I'm going to go ahead and read it. Okay. I don't want to cry here. I'm going to go. Okay, here we go. All right. It says, Joe, thank you for always being so kind and supportive. I appreciate your positivity. Thank you for praying for me. Stay cool, Kairo Reef. And of course, tag when you see this. And pretty much, the sticker's somewhere around. I got to find the sticker. I apologize for that. Nice. But anyway, this is what I got in the mail, and I'm sure everybody else. And I thank you so much for the for the beautiful merchandise. It's right on my refrigerator and everything. And she's always kind of staring at the dinner table, going. Yeah, but this is really, really good stuff and everything. Very, very nice. We really appreciate that. Do you have any more things you got to send out, or are you still working on the?
No, that was for like everyone who pre-saved the single for me and wanted one, and so that was I sent a bunch out, and it was just cool because a lot of people really liked the artwork too, so it just went and. I really appreciate people, and I feel like if there's anything that, I could do in any sort of way, I didn't really send those out because I think I'm anybody special. I just wanted to,
you appreciate.
Somehow, give back for.
I did like a little self video myself, of course, and I was really talking about it. Another reason why I think this type of music, alternative rock, indie, reggae roots, I think the reason why it's starting to become big in Florida is because the artists are playing for their fans, and that's it, out of their heart and out of their appreciation and out of their love. And that means they're going to stay with you forever and ever and ever and ever. I know I am.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that, dude.
But it's really, really good. I mean, I'm just really liking these numbers. And if you guys get a chance, you must check out Kairo Reef's Instagram. Tell us all about it. Where can we find you?
It's at Kairo Reef Music on Instagram, and that's where I kind of primarily post and just try to keep people, my friends, updated with what's going on with me and everything like that. So.
Yeah, you guys got to check it out. Kairo Reef Music, Kairo EEF, I'm looking at it, MUSIC, Kairo Reef Music on Instagram, and you're going to find all his music content, and you're going to find all his stories, you're going to find out more information about him. And of course, guys, man, get on Spotify, get on Apple Music, or all these platforms. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to listen to Kairo Reef, man. This guy is absolutely amazing. Not only the music, but it's just the attitude and the energy that he provides, the ambience that he provides to all his followers. That's what counts, and that's what you're very, very good at. Are you from, changing subjects here, you're from New Jersey, I guess you were saying?
Originally.
You got that New Jersey accent. Were you born there? Or?
Yeah, I'm from South Jersey area.
Oh, is that where Newark is? Newark's in South Jersey? Or?
Newark is north, of where I am.
Yeah, so South Jersey's kind of near Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So are you an Eagle fan? Do you watch football, NFL?
I guess if I'm not like huge into football, but I cheer for them.
I used to be a huge football fan, and I kind of stopped watching it for other reasons and everything. But it's fantastic. And I noticed that some of your other activities, you're a skateboarder, aren't you? I see you on the scooter. On those stories. Tell us about your scooter adventures, man.
Oh man, it's cool.
I love it.
My buddy helped me. He did some stuff to it to make it fast, and he stretched it and lowered it and made it pretty cool. And I like going up to the beach, man. And
Yeah, I see your video.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you made quite a few videos with
Yeah,
some of your
yeah.
newer songs. You're on the beach and just
Yeah.
kind of doing your thing. Very beautiful shots, by the way. The scenery
yeah,
is just
man, it's
unbelievable. I
cool.
got, once again, my first guest that I had, episode number 1, Matty Inc. Check him out, too.
Matty Inc.
He's getting done some videos. He's going around Fort Lauderdale doing certain things. So that's a good way of starting your videos. Fantastic. I thought I saw you on a scooter this morning. Were you on one this morning?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
Yeah, I
like,
was on it.
I'm like, shoot, man. Please don't hurt yourself, man. Don't go on the scooter and
Yeah.
don't fall off. Okay, I got to get you in this podcast and everything. Yeah. What other activities you involved? You got your scooter, music,
that's
of course.
pretty much, what takes up my time. Right now I'm pretty fully
work.
dedicated to like, any spare time I'm trying to do something.
It's a lot of work, man. So tomorrow you're gonna wake up, go to work, do your music, your recordings, like we were talking about in the beginning, and kind of do all that production. And I keep telling to all my listeners out there, remember to subscribe. Subscribe, hit the smash button. Okay, yeah, I always tell all my subscribers. I mean, it's not that these artists are jumping on stage and singing 45 minutes and they're jumping off, and no, it's a lot of work. Unpack. You got to break down, unpack. You have to set up your next gig. You have to write a song, the studio. I mean, it ain't no 9-to-5 job.
No.
I mean, it's got to be like a 19-hour work week and everything. So it's a lot of work, but I could understand sometimes. I mean, your attitude is fantastic because either you're going to get stressed out of all the work you're going to do and you're not going to be able to achieve what you want to do, but you're very calm, cool, and collective. I was like, Kairo Reef, what are you doing tomorrow? You want to go over here and do? And you're like, dude, I want to, but very calmly, I want to, but I got to go ahead and do my stuff tomorrow. But you're saying it in a very smooth, but you're very calm and in control.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of your fans and supporters, myself, really appreciate your calm, and you're just very, very in tune, not only with your music, but with your speaking and your friends and everything and your family. That's going to be very, very important as you go. I see success. That's just me. That's what I see.
Thanks, man.
It's going to take time. It takes a few years sometimes, but once again, I like going back to my little yellow sheet, and I love all these numbers, how they're actually going up here. And this Break in My Heart song that you just put out, I think that thing is going to overpass Cinderella very, very soon. So, and I noticed that Oracle Sound Studios, is that who you've been? Okay.
Yeah.
Where are they based out of?
In Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like sending online. I send like things that I wrote and over and.
So I always wonder how that worked. Okay, you kind of write out what you want and everything, and you send it over to them.
Yeah.
And are they actually creating the tunes for you, or I mean, you're writing the songs? I mean, I see
Yeah.
that you're the writer of all the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like basically, if you go through my Instagram,
Of course.
like the music that you hear me post on there, is like a lot of times I post like the demo version or something before it, or that's what I was doing before, and so what you hear is I'm only limited in my musical expertise, so I create the bass line, I create the guitar
Nice.
riff, I create the lyrics and the melodies, of course, and then Hunter, he can actually drum, and so he plays like drums on the tracks, and he does a lot of.
He's doing this all in Texas, kind of creating.
And a lot of the stuff that the other elements that make it that bring it that tie it all together and really make it sound at that professional level.
I always wonder how that all worked and everything. It's not just the artists doing all that. They have their production company, their artists, and their talent and everything. Well, he's doing a hell of a job. What is next for Mr. Reef Man, Kairo Reef? What do we got in the future? I know we got some good things coming up, right?
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, I'm just continuing to try to release singles and keep putting music out, and hopefully continue to try to grow, and see what opportunities, because it's really all about what happens next. You know, I mean that you know.
Well, here you are, man, and look what's going on.
Yeah,
You put out a few songs over the last 7 months, and the streaming numbers are going up. Here you are sitting in front of a podcast.
Yeah.
Did you ever see yourself doing that in a podcast? Maybe going a few months ago before?
No, man. I mean, like I started like you know like last August, man. It hasn't even been a year yet that I've been putting music out. So I just posted a video.
It's fantastic.
You know, yeah.
I mean, I wanted to mention too. I think it was back in November. You guys had like a Delray Beach. I can't remember the name. It was like a little mini festival in Delray Beach. I attended.
Yeah, it was at the Atlantic
Avenue Yacht Club. I can't remember
Yeah.
the name of it. And all of a sudden, I'm looking at the schedule. I came to see you because we already talked, and then I'm looking at the list. I'm like, who in the hell is Mad Mellow? Who Stony Fools? Who are these guys?
Yeah.
I never heard of them before. I'm like, damn. So when I went in there, I guess I got the explanation that these are all new artists.
Yeah.
From the Palm Beach area, Treasure Coast and everything. And I was in there. I was floored. I was floored by all you guys. It's kind of like, I like to use my sports analogy. It's kind of like the NFL football draft. One year they might put out 5 unbelievable great quarterbacks or great players. And all of a sudden, the year's 2024, 2025, and there's all of a sudden these brand new bands, just a few of you guys that just popped right out of the woodwork. And, I saw the festival. I had the best time. And next thing you know it, you guys are putting out albums and you're putting on little festivals around the town and everything. 561 Music Festival, I believe. Stony Fools played at that pretty big one. Yep. And, of course, we've seen you around. And Mad Mellow, I know that they put out a brand new album. So they're starting to spread around like all you guys. It's kind of like someone planted a seed back in late 2024 and you guys all just sprouted out and now you guys are maneuvering and I think it's so important that you're riding that wave, man. Riding that wave, and not to say that you're competing, but you're helping each other out, man. I mean, you're attending one show and then the next time you're playing, the other person is going to attend it. With me being a fan, I want to go to all of them. I want to go to all of them. So I try to go see as much as possible and everything. Is there any shows coming up for you, or are you still going to be pumping it up at the studios, or anything that we can look forward to?
As of right now, no. I mean, no shows that are like scheduled or anything for me. I'm just gonna, keep releasing music in the meantime and recording. Yeah, so that's what's going to be going on, is a lot of
You're getting
recording.
noticed, man. I mean, I think there's I think she's Lot 49. You heard of Lot 49?
Yes.
Very popular. Well, I guess they're gaining a lot of popularity on the West Coast. My friend Lyric, I guess you know her?
Yeah, Lyric, yeah.
I never met her in
awesome.
person. She's we talked a few,
here.
great woman, and to hear her compliment about you and Lot 49, those big, I mean, they're in the Northwest. They're in California. I mean, to hear that from them out there, that's just telling you that everything is coming together. That's how it works. Cool. It's a slow progression and everything. But Mr. Kairo Reef, man, let me tell you, man, this is such an honor to have you down here in Fort Lauderdale and everything. And, we want to get this type of music. I wish we could put it down here. I wish we had local reggae roots bands that would actually come out of this area, but we don't. Down here it's all hip hop and dance, and I'm not knocking it, but hopefully we get this type of music down here. We need it. You see all ages at all your type of venues, from young to elder. And once again, I talked about the first time, the music's very, very spiritual. It's uplifting. Everybody wants to hear happy stuff. They don't want to hear about drugs and sex and all that stuff. They want to hear the good stuff. That's my job. My job as an influencer is to get that message out there. Guys, support local music no matter what. Support them. You got to do it, man. Go out there, follow them on Instagram, check them out, Facebook them, YouTube them, and go out there and see these shows, man. I'm going to tell you, they're so much better than a mainstream show. Okay, you got to go out there and check him. You got to check out Kairo Reef, man. This guy's amazing. Check out his Instagram and all the information that you need. And, well, Mr. Kairo Reef, thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
We
Thank
love
you,
you.
bro.
Thank you so much
Love
for
you,
coming
bro.
on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having
All
me,
right. And thank you to our awesome friends. Thank you for the producers for the job that they do with this podcast, for all the help that I'm getting. I thank you so much, JC Maddie Inc., for everything that you do, not only for me, but for the music scene.
Yeah.
And I want to say thank you to all the artists out there that give me these little field interviews, which I love to do. My equipment is starting to get sophisticated now. But whoever you are, if you're out there, I'm going to come find you. We're going to go ahead and talk a little bit. But guys, remember to hit subscribe, smash it, subscribe, listen to this podcast, episode 1, episode Kairo Reef. So enjoy it, love it, support local music, and everybody, God bless.